get comfortable. Hey, you guys, welcome to another vlog. This is a weekly vlog, and as you can already tell, we're starting it off just a tad bit different, okay? So, the concept of this video, I have some interactions with some of my YouTube girlies, and one of them I'm actually meeting in person. So, that's what you're getting ready to see in this video, okay? Um, However, my idea was to do a cook with me throughout the day. So I was going to take you through all the different meals that I would typically cook and eat for myself in a day, or maybe in a span of a couple days, right? So I go in to film my breakfast segment, and y'all, it wasn't good. It wasn't good. And it wasn't because the meal wasn't good. The breakfast was simple anyways. It was just avocado toast with a fried egg. But I make guacamole. I don't really like avocado like that. I feel like that is overrated. It needs to be guacamole to be consumed, okay? At least for me. But no, you guys, I was taking you guys through my breakfast, and this camera, the new DJI Pocket 3, which is new to me. Why was the lens pointed upward and not down at the counter? Yeah, yeah. It was me, not the camera. It was me. So, because of that, you guys didn't see anything that I was filming that morning. So, I decided that I was going to trash all of that. And then after that, like, it just makes sense to include that part because I started talking and it led into some other things that I was doing in the video. I had some work stuff that I had to get done before I left to go and meet up with my friend. So, this next clip that you're getting ready to see is me on the way to go meet up with my friend. But it already feels like I had been vlogging, which I obviously had, but none of that footage is going to be included. So, that's why I'm here narrating this first part. So, I hope that you will stay tuned, enjoy the entire vlog, you guys. I think this one's a fun one. Like I said, I am interacting with some of my YouTube girlies. And yeah, I really enjoyed this vlog. I truly hope that you'll stick around. And if you love my vibe, go ahead and subscribe, okay? I think that's it for me. Everything else should pretty much tie in together. But if I see another spot that needs me to come in, I definitely will. One more thing, you're gonna hear the AC blowing, okay, baby? It's still hot in Houston, or at least it was that day. So please be patient. It will go out in a little bit, but in the opening of this next clip, you're gonna hear the AC in the background. I hope it's not too distracting. Okay, guys, it's like a bunch of time later. I really don't remember the last time I picked y'all up. I think I said I was gonna come back on after I got through doing stuff for work. Well, just know that that lasted all night. So I didn't get in the bed. Like, I didn't step away from my computer and get in the bed until like 10:15. But anyways, child, I have like some modules and things for work that I have to complete. And so that took up the bulk of my day today. So this morning I got up super early. I went and did my walk. I was supposed to go to church today. I did not go to church. I got straight to it, and I thought I'd be able to knock it out pretty early, but it took me just as long. But I am finished. I am finished with all of my modules, and I'm so happy about it, so I can go into next week just free and clear, not feeling stressed about that. I did eat breakfast today. I ain't eat no lunch, child. Coffee was my lunch for today. I did have to take a break and actually do my hair, so I did not get a chance to do my hair yesterday, and I'm not no short hair beautician, but I think I did decent. I didn't like how it was looking at first, but once it all came together, I just kind of put my fingers through it. I think it looks okay for it to be done by me. Now, you guys know that I am pretty skilled in doing weaves. That's my forte. Short hair, not so much. But again, I think I did pretty decent on my do right now. I am just yapping away, but I am rushing to meet up with my friend who I am so excited about linking up with today. I mentioned yesterday that we were going to meet potentially for dinner. Well, not yesterday, today. They got in yesterday, so today is the day. I'm not really nervous. I'm more so excited because she's like my friend in my head. Yo, I'm trying to do 3 things at one time, so I'm going to get off this camera soon, but I just want to introduce the day because I haven't spoke to y'all all day. But this is our first meeting in person. Like I said, we are friends online, but our first meeting in person, so I'm excited. A teeny bit nervous. You know how nerves can just build up when it's something new. But yeah, so I'm rushing. I'm gonna be about 15-20 minutes late. I hate being late, especially if I can help it, but I really had to finish these modules for work, and I'm so glad that that is over with. So I left my tripod to this camera, so I don't know how much footage I'm gonna get while I'm there, but I'll try to get something so you guys can see who I'm meeting up with. All right, you guys, I'm at my location. Guess who I'm with? Say hi! Hey!
She'll let you know what you're doing. Okay! Alright!
You need me to get that together so we can get together. You need me to get that together. I should be.
Woo!
It's good. It's smelling good.
So I am back home, and as you could tell, I was at Topgolf, and I was hanging out with Simply Aisha and her beautiful family, y'all. This was such a fun night. I'm so glad that we were able to link up. What you see on screen, times that by 10 in real life. Like, she is so sweet, so pretty, just such a vibe. I definitely could see us like hanging out in real life. And you know how when you kind of work up a nerve, wondering if someone translates the same in real life? Yeah, that wasn't even an issue. So yeah, I had a really, really good time. So now I'm about to get ready to take my makeup off. Y'all, I'm not even gonna hold you. My hair looks a little fly. I'm not even, my nails don't. Like, what in the hell? My nails, please don't judge. Let's focus on the hair though. My hair is looking kind of fly. I think I did that. I do have a hair appointment this Thursday though, so I'm excited about that. But y'all, so I took my nails off like 4 days ago or something, and I went to go put on a new set, but I couldn't find a nail to go on these two fingers, and I was like, you know what? I just need to buy me a new set, so I'm just gonna give them a break. I can't believe the person that I am today. Like, I would be mortified, like, going out looking like this, okay? Looking like this. Like, who am I? Who am I? This is not me, but you work with what you got, okay? All right, y'all. I'm rambling because I'm tired. It's time for me to wrap it up. Wrap it up. Okay, so I'm popping back in, and as you saw, I met up with Simply Aisha. We had such a fun time. That was such a good moment. So this next clip you're getting ready to see is 3 or 4 days later. It's one early morning. Y'all, I could not sleep at all. And I'll delve into the details, but sometimes I have moments where I just got to get up and get out of the bed, and I will get to the gym or maybe just talk to God or just sometimes just lay in the bed and rummage through my thoughts. Things like that happen. Life be life and sometimes. So this time I just decided I was going to turn on the camera because I did have this camera right next to me on my nightstand. I decided I was going to get up, set up the camera, and just talk to y'all. So that's what I'm doing here. I think I will talk a little bit more about my user error woes with the camera also. So just wanted to give you a little bit more context in this next clip. Good morning. I know I look a mess right now. It's 4:45. I want to go ahead and go to the gym this morning. Y'all, I was not able, I have my retainer in, so that's probably why I'm talking funny. I was so restless last night. Like, I could not sleep. So yesterday at work, towards the end of the day, just corporate Karen kicked in, and it just made me feel some kind of way. Yesterday I was actually gonna cook. I was gonna make my dish for this challenge. Y'all, my hair looks a mess. Sidebar, for all my short hair girlies, how do you sleep? Because although like I am willing to sacrifice sleep for like a couple days so I can maintain my hair, y'all, after a while I'm like, okay, I just can't do it. I can't do it. Look at this. But I got my hair done today, so it doesn't even matter. So I'm excited about that. I'm up early this morning because I just couldn't sleep, and I figured let me just go to the gym, especially since I'm getting my hair done today. I want to get in one last good workout for the next few days. Yeah, because I'm gonna be out of commission for the next few days. My hair's gonna be fresh. But no, yesterday, y'all, just a corporate Karen. There was an email communication that went out, and there was a question asked about a monthly process that I do every single month. And the question basically was, Evelyn, did this get done this last cycle, this month? And I'm thinking to myself, lady, I talk to you almost every single day. Why would you use this thread to basically try to put me on blast? Try, baby, because one thing that I have learned in my career, just growing up in corporate America, is you got to keep receipts, okay? You got to keep receipts. But she could have pinged me on the side. She could have something on the side. And because on this email thread, it's my manager, it's my director, it's other focals from different business units. But everybody's basically asking about a process because something just seemed out of line. And so this lady takes it upon herself and says, Evelyn, did this get done this past cycle? And I looked and stared at that email and I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. So part of the reason why I am bothered is because it took me longer to respond to this email than I wanted to. Like I wanted to just snap back, right? But I had to get all of my receipts in order. I had to go back and research all of my data so I can have all the points in my response because I like to be very detailed. I'm very long-winded, you guys, if you haven't already noticed. And so a lot of the times when I'm talking on these videos, I have to chop it up because, baby, I talk too much. I'm quiet, but I'm very detailed, okay? I like context. Anyway, so I'm filtering through all of this data so I can have everything succinct in my response, okay? Because I'm coming for the jugular, okay? So it takes me about an hour, maybe an hour and 10 minutes to respond. But while I'm looking up all the data, I'm on another meeting, on another call, trying to pay attention and still come up with my, tactful corporate response. So after that, she didn't say anything else. I did get one of the other ladies on the email. She hit me up and she was like, hey, can you show me how you pulled this? And I'm like, of course. So me being me, I'm going to help her today. But y'all, the rest of the day, like I was off. I couldn't focus. I was just bothered. And I shouldn't let stuff like that bother me. But it just bothered me so much. It bothered me so much. Anyways, I couldn't really sleep. I was tossing and turning back and forth. And so it is about to be 5 a.m. I want to go ahead and get in a really good workout, sweat it all out because I'm already looking by the head. And then my homegirl is supposed to come into town between today and tomorrow. Maybe that's why I'm also feeling kind of restless and in my feelings, aka my homegirl is my monthly cycle. I don't know, child. I just know that I'm up almost at an ungodly hour. I'm about to just, sweat it all out, and then everything else will be well later on today once I get my hair done, okay? Oh, okay. So this video might be all over the place because I started it off wanting to do like cook with me for like all the meals that I cook. Y'all, when I walked y'all through my breakfast, why was the camera half the time not even like focused on the subject? This user error thing is diabolical. Like, who am I acting like? I'm acting like I don't know how to use technology, but I am getting better at it. So this camera is built in with a gimbal, and like, it's kind of an adjustment to work coming from just using your regular camera and then you have a built-in gimbal. I'm having to work around it. But anyways, so I was filming my breakfast segment, and y'all, half the time you couldn't even see what the heck I was doing. So I may just scratch that, y'all, and stop complicating this whole thing and just show you. I think I'm gonna cook it later on today. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know what it's gonna be like after I come back from my hair appointment. So either later on today or no, it's got to be later on today because I got stuff going on this weekend. I'm not even gonna have time. I'm just scratch all of that. Scratch everything I just did. I'm gonna show you later on today what I am making. Okay, let me stop yapping. Let me get myself together so I can go to the gym looking less like this. Okay, hopefully I look less crazy. If I don't, it's all right because later on today we're gonna get it together. But I think I walked y'all through this already. If not, I'm gonna go through it again. If I did, then I'll just cut this part out. Doesn't really matter. So in the morning, before I get anything started, I like to take my probiotic, and I also like to take my Moringa, basically on an empty stomach, with warm water. And then once I make like my coffee, preferably make breakfast, preferably a breakfast that has like fat in it, so avocado or cheese, like with my eggs or something like that. I will take my vitamin D3 and my pumpkin seed oil. Now, fun fact about D3, you can't just take this by itself. This needs a fat, it's fat soluble. So it needs a fat or an oil, something like that, to be able to absorb in the body. Otherwise, it's going in and coming straight out if you're not doing that. So just FYI. And if you're black, you're most likely vitamin D deficient, so it's a necessary supplement. So anyway, so I like to take these two together on top of like my breakfast, avocado, cheese, something like that. So I'm going to take these two first. I do not like taking pain meds, but I feel my cramps like coming. And yeah, that's probably why I couldn't sleep, even though I still had that other stuff on my mind. But my cycle is about to come in and wreak havoc. She's trying to, at least, but I need to keep her at bay. I don't understand. What is the purpose of cramps? God, my God, what is the purpose of cramps? Uterus, if you got to do your monthly thing, do your monthly thing, but do it in silence. Move in silence. Isn't that what we're told to do? Move in silence and then just pop out? I mean, give me a little signal that you're here or you're coming, but not all of this. All this cramping and shucking and jiving in my uterus. I don't understand that part. And TMI, y'all, when I'm ovulating, I almost feel like when I'm ovulating, that hurts worse than my monthly cramps. Like, what is that about? Why is being a girl so hard? I'm just a girl. Leave me alone. Yeah. It feels like fall outside, and I'm not mad about it. I'm not mad about it. Now, I need you to come in here and transition slowly. I don't need any of this sneak attack. Oh, 40 degrees. Oh, 55 degrees. No. Come in here, transition from 90, 95, come down to a brisk 73, then come down to a nice 68, and then ease us into like a 50 or 55. We don't need any of this stark, sudden behavior, okay, Houston? Okay? I know we are known to be bipolar when it comes to weather, but like this right now, this breeze, yeah, I'm loving it. See, I'm already feeling better, you know? Thank you guys for being my therapy session this morning. No, my cramps really are trying to get me down, but I'm not going to let it. I'm not going to let it. This sweat session is going to be really good for me. So, yeah, it's still kind of dark. The sun is about to rise, though. So, I want to hurry up and get it in and then make it to my first meeting. All right, you guys, I'm back, and the wig has been splitted. My hair is done, and I'm not even gonna hold you. I'm exhausted. I was at the shop for like 3.5 hours, which I guess isn't that terrible, but I feel like I need a nap. But I promised you guys this morning that I was gonna come up and whip you guys something good to eat. So before we get started, let me get my necessary uniform. Hold on. So we are officially filming Exceptional Eats with EBE. Okay, so like I think I mentioned to you guys before, myself, AI, and Denise Adore, we will all be in the kitchen this week whipping up something tasty and good to eat. I have no idea what they're cooking, but I decided, since my original plan to cook throughout the day fell through, I'm going to whip up a fun little appetizer. So backstory real quick. So I've been voluntold that I'm hosting Thanksgiving this year, and I want to test out some kind of small bites, some appetizer options to kind of serve for my family while we're waiting around for food, or just like the days leading up to Thanksgiving. So today I am cooking, or I'm whipping up some Philly cheesesteak egg rolls, y'all. And I'm not even gonna lie and say that the pizza that I had in my last vlog didn't kind of inspire me to, you know, run this back. It's been a long time since I've made this, but the last time I made it, I remember it being quite tasty. So we're gonna try this again, and I'm gonna see whether or not this is gonna be perfect for an appetizer option for Thanksgiving. So let's get started. All right, so these are the ingredients that you're gonna need for the egg roll. Now, it's very simple, y'all. It's very simple. But the last time I made this, I used an actual ribeye steak and I had it frozen. I chopped it up very thinly. Because I'm pressed for time and because I don't have an actual ribeye steak to freeze, I went ahead and just picked up the shaved beef steak from HEB. This works perfectly fine as well. Then I have my egg roll wrappers. And then for color, I'm adding an orange bell pepper, but you really just need a green bell pepper. And then of course an onion, and then I've got a little bit of Worcestershire sauce, some garlic powder. And you guys, this is by far my favorite seasoning in my entire seasoning packet. This is like the third one of these that I've gone through. I can't tell you how flavorful this stuff is, so I'm of course gonna put this in there as well. Real simple, real easy. This is not gonna be overly complicated. Now I will say, there is one aspect of this. So we obviously need to fry the egg roll once we prep it up. And I forgot to pull out my egg, so I'm gonna pull that out as my binder once I wrap up the egg roll. But you guys know that even though I like to cook, I feel like I've said this before, I hate my house smelling like food. So I actually have my deep fryer sitting on my patio, warming up so I can fry it outside so we can keep the smell outside, because I just don't want the smell lingering in my house. I love my house to smell good, like it's clean, like I keep up a nice home. I don't want it to smell like I got food just sitting out for days on end. And unfortunately, that just comes with the territory. When you cook, the scents and the smells just kind of land on the fibers of your fabric, your furniture, all the things. And so I hate that part of cooking. So that's my little ghetto setup for today, okay? Do not judge me. Do not judge. So I'm gonna get started with seasoning up the beef. I am gonna go ahead and put on some gloves. Because I'm feeling a little weird about touching meat today, and I know it's because my monthly is here and I'm just feeling weird. So I'm gonna put on the gloves, and then I can just keep my nails clean. And of course it's sanitary. So I'm gonna transfer this into my bowl. So like that. Okay, so now that it's seasoned, I'm gonna set this aside and I'm gonna chop up my bell peppers and my onions. And you guys, you've seen me cut one vegetable, so you've seen me cut it all. So let me chop this up real quick and then I'll be right back. So now that we've got our vegetables cut, I also have my cast iron going. I've got avocado oil in there, but I also like to add a little bit of butter because I love the taste of Kerrygold butter, the best butter in the world. Don't debate me on that. So I like to add a little bit of this just because it has a nice flavor. So we're gonna start off with the meat once I add this, and then we'll add in our vegetables. And you want to try to break up the meat as much as possible. I am just going to add a touch more seasoning, just a little bit. Okay, so this is optional, but this is what I like to add. I like to add the sweet chili sauce because I love to dip this in the sweet chili sauce, but it tastes really good. So you don't have to do this, but this is just optional for me. And I'm gonna add this before I add my vegetables. Like so, like that. So I've already gone ahead and put in my mozzarella. I have my egg roll wraps set up. I have my provolone cheese on each. So we're gonna go ahead and get the first two started. So I'm gonna grab my filling like this, set it on top of the cheese. Now I wanna fill it nice and thick, but not too thick so I don't tear the wrapper. I might be overdoing it with that. All right. Okay, now I'm gonna have my egg wash. I'm just gonna dip my finger in there. All right, we gotta be gentle. Be gentle, Evelyn. So I'm gonna fold it over like so, like that. And I'm going to gather and grab and roll until you have your egg roll. So let's do this one. Like that. Like that. That one's kind of ripped a little bit. Oh, this one might be our problem child, but we'll see how it does in the oil. Okay, so I have those two wrapped. I'm gonna get the rest of these wraps and then we're gonna drop them in the oil. Okay, it's time to test the final product. Nice and crispy. All right, y'all, look at this. Look how good this looks. So I'm gonna set all of these up and then I'll show you guys the final product. I couldn't wait. I went ahead and I ate one because it also didn't fit on the plate. It's good to the mood. Now, let me see if I can show you guys. I've cut them up like this. I've got my dipping sauce. I've cut them up. I wouldn't be the authentic me if I didn't give you the real. Now, remember the 2 rolls that I showed on camera that I rolled up? They were too fat. That wagon was dragging, baby. Let me show you what those look like. Look how fat it was. So it did burst open on the side and it caused this to kind of explode a little bit. So these were really my testers, but the presentation is not the greatest. So if you're gonna try to do this, just make sure that you don't overfill the wrapper because it will bust on you. And the wrapper does puff up a little bit, so just keep that in mind as well. But y'all, this is good. I have the perfect crunch to it. And it's moist on the inside. Ain't no dry meat up in here, baby. Mmm. And yes, I can double dip. It's my dip, okay? Mmm. I just got. Mm-hmm. So, what was my name again? I forgot the name that I said at the beginning, but the kitchen is now closed. I've cleaned up the majority of everything. I just gotta wait till the deep fry pot cools down, and then I'll dispose of the oil properly in the plastic container. I'm not gonna reuse that oil. But yeah, if you try it out, let me know how it comes out. So don't forget, AI and Janice Adore are both whipping up something in the kitchen. And I'm sure it's going to be tasty. Yeah. Hey, you guys. Another day, another car conversation with EVE. I'm coining everything with EVE because that's just how you do when you're trying to generate or create or promote your brand. Okay, do you have on flats? I'm obviously distracted, but no, I am at the mall at the Galleria. I'm waiting on my girl Keish. We're about to do happy hour at Nobu, and I am on my phone because I have my camera with me, but I just realized that my SD card is still in my laptop because I'm in the middle of editing this actual video. So I'm on the phone, so the quality is different. Okay, forgive me. I'm sorry. I forgot to pull out my SD card. Anyway, so I'm at the mall, and you guys, in the midst of me editing, I realize, and I've always known this, but I talk a lot with my hands. My hands are every which way in all of my videos. I need to calm down with it. I'm gonna do better with that. But if you'll notice, I'm not looking crunchy by the hands today, baby. I went ahead and I got my nails done. I know. I told you guys that I was going to be Princess Polly. Press on Princess Polly going forward. But I needed a break, and I was tired of looking at my hands look decent one day and then rough and crunchy the next. And actually this last time, the reason why I didn't get to put on a set was because I was missing the size to fit on these last two fingers. So I was kind of in limbo, and I ain't got time for my hands to be looking in limbo. I hate when my hands don't look together or polished because I have a minor insecurity with my fingers because they are wrinkly. I was born that way, and you know, with wrinkled fingers, it ages you. Anyways, that's a whole different topic. I don't really care about that anymore, but I still like my hands to look presentable. So we are getting ready to go into happy hour, but because Keish isn't here yet, I'm gonna go into the mall real quick and just kind of window shop. So Nordstrom is right here. I'm hoping that Mojave Ghost came out with an X-Straight. I believe it's already out, but I'm gonna go in here and see if they have it. If so, I want to sniff it and then give y'all the tea on what it is. Okay, I am back. And you guys, first of all, I hate it when I go to a counter and you run into one of those reps who's like very overprotective of the fragrance tester's inventory. Like, can you let me spray and sniff? And no. So Mojave Ghost Absolu. On paper, I'm not wowed. I like it, but do I like it enough to want to buy A bottle, no. On paper, it still smells like it's going to lean more on the lighter side than an Absolu side, if you will. I don't know if this is worth exploring more. Like, I definitely want to try it on skin, and I wish he would have offered a sample or something, or to spray it on my hand so I could smell it on my skin. But on paper, I am getting something almost like a purple floral aspect that's coming through a lot. Maybe a little bit powdery, I don't know, but it's not wowing me on paper. Now, Sellier, this is interesting. This smells like something like a vanillic undertone that's been sitting like in a barrel, or something that's been smoked. This is very interesting, but again, I want to test it on skin and see how it wears on me. On paper, Sellier is interesting. On paper, Mojave Ghost Absolu, not so much. Now I'm running late to meet up with Keisha. She's already there, y'all. I've been here and I've been running around doing other stuff. So let me get to the true business of why I am here in the first place. But I had to come back and let y'all know what I thought about Mojave Ghost. Glad I got to sniff it. Wish I could smell it on paper, on my skin, I mean. So maybe I'll try again on a different day with a different essay. All right, so that is the end of the video. If you made it to this point, if you are watching this, can you leave me 2 heart hands in the comments down below so that I know that you've made it to the very end? You guys, thank you so much for taking the time out to watch it. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you enjoyed me and my vibe, I hope that you'll consider subscribing as well. All right. Also, how did you enjoy the egg roll? If you're going to try it out, please let me know how it turns out for you. It was so delicious, and I smashed those like in a day and a half. I'm not even gonna hold you. It was really good. So I definitely think I'm gonna make that for Thanksgiving in a few weeks. It's coming up in a few weeks. So you guys, thank you again so much for all the love and support. Again, if you made it this far, I so grateful for you and your time. So until the next time, you guys.